You talked about being versatile, and a lot of teams are starting to say, okay, we just need versatility.
Yeah.
What brought upon that
Oh,
adjustment?
that's been coming for a while. It really has. I think it started with the scoring point guards. Back in the olden days, it was point guards, pure point guards, and you can see it even when I was in Boston. We had a pure point guard, but all the other teams are starting to get these scoring point guards. So you can literally see it coming down the pike, and once it starts there, it travels, and from the 2 to the 3 to the 4. I mean, you look at our team right now, the 4 guys on the floor. We're going to have 4 guys on the floor can all handle the ball, all can bring the ball up the floor. That's something that I want, and I love that. So, but it's a lot of teams. I wish we could say we're the only team that do that. I also believe in size, but it has to be versatile size. If you're going to beat some of these other teams, you're going to have to stand out some way. I think that the fact that we have versatility but size, I think will create a lot of matchup problems for people.
What do you think about Patrick winning the point?
I love him. I just, he's an instigator. And every day I tell people this. From every day I was in Boston, that Red Auerbach was alive, he would knock on my door and you need instigators. And we have the ultimate instigator in him, and that's good. We have several of them on our team, but he's going to be one of them for sure. He's been great. I mean, him and Austin and Decker are all in town right now, working out together. They all worked out in LA together, so they're already forming a bond. Blake was watching him work out. He can't work out yet, but DJ was on the floor, which was exciting. So that was nice as well.
Chris was such a big part of everything that you guys have done.
Yeah.
How different is this team going to be in personality and in style?
Well, it'll be different in both. I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing. We'll find that out. I know it's easier to do when you have Cam to do it, than when Chris would go down during the regular season, because the way Chris played, that's how we had to play as a team. And then if he got hurt, it hurt us. You could see it. It took 5, 6, 7 games before we start playing again. Now we won't do that. We'll start out playing in the style that we want to play in. And I think it'll be easier for our guys. But you don't just lose a Chris and then think you just lose it.
Do you go into the season prepared that this season may be a step back when you lose a guy like Chris?
No, I don't think so. I think we've added talent. Losing Chris is hard. But we've also, I thought the Houston part of that deal really helped us to get a couple pieces. I think getting Gallo, getting Milo we got 2 really versatile players. Milos is another guy that we didn't talk about, but he can play. He's a great offensive player. We're going to have to protect him on the other end.
Doc, as much as you guys are obviously wanting to keep Chris, what was the key in making the best of the circumstances of being able to retain Blake and make these deals?
Well, we just kind of saw it coming. We felt like, contractually we knew where we wanted to go. And you go into free agencies, you gotta have a plan, and we had one. And that was it.
Now, when you look at the West, just in general, I mean, everyone loading up.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I was hoping all these free agents went East. Holy crap, everybody's coming West. I don't get it. Like, if I was a free agent, other than Gallo, I think Gordon Hayward's the smartest one. He got the hell out of town. He went to the East. I really don't understand the logic of this, but it is what it is. It's just going to be a harder conference, if that's possible. Minnesota, my gosh, they're going to be better. I don't think anyone's talking about New Orleans. They have a chance to have a training camp now with their guys. They're going to be better. Denver's going to be better. I mean, it's going to be hard.
Do you think? I mean, is it just a matter of trying the Warriors raising the level of the water and everyone doing whatever you can?
I don't know. The West has been doing this for now. Yeah. They've been on a long streak. I mean, really since Boston. Yeah. They've been on a hell of a run, and it doesn't seem like there's any. You would think with all the picks that the East have had over the last 15 years, you would think. I mean, my gosh, but they draft a great guy and he comes West.
Yeah.
So. I don't know what's going on. Growing up, it was the exact opposite. I do remember that. It was the East and the Lakers, when I was a kid. And now it's the West and a couple of teams, and that's it in the East. So it's just a period we're going through, I guess.
Doc, with the emergence of some of these teams in the Western Conference, do you think it's more important than in seasons past to get off to a fast start?
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone has to. It's just more important that we don't have a season where we have 40 and 50 games of injuries by our key guys. I mean, last year we won 50 games, and Blake and Chris combined missed over 30. You know, it's hard to win 50 games when you have those guys out. So we don't need that. You know, everyone's going to have to be healthy, though, on every team. You know, the teams that are healthy will have a great record. If someone gets injured on another team, they're going to lose ground. That's going to be the West.
Doc, do you sense more pressure and responsibility for Austin? And how do you think he'll respond to probably having a more prominent role this year?
No, I don't think his role changes much.
Okay.
You know, I think Austin proved last year what he could do for us.